Hey there everyone, welcome to a new video. So glad to see you today and thanks for joining me for the first video of possibly a new series. Now, I often talk about some of my favorite products over here on my YouTube channel in a favorites type of video. But I usually try to mix it up so there's a little bit of everything, and sometimes I got a whole bunch of good stuff, but they're all kind of the same category and you gotta split them up and divide them into different months. However, as I was thinking, I get a lot of beauty products coming in and out of my life. As a beauty blogger, I'm quite fortunate to be able to receive many PR sends, media samples, things like that. So I try a lot of products, is what I'm trying to say. And of course, some are great, some are not so great, some are just kind of in between. You guys read all my blog reviews over on my blog, and of course, you get to know some of them by watching my videos. However, I was thinking the other day that I actually have quite a number of accumulated luxury / high-end beauty favorites. Now, I say favorites, not in the sense that they are the best item I have ever used in a particular category, but there's some particular merit or something, some special characteristic about these individual products that I cannot or have not been able to replicate in a lower price point item, or just haven't found it yet. So these are the beauty products which are in the high-end market, but I think they're really worth checking out and worth your money. So I do want to preface by saying that many of these items were sent to me by companies and PR reps and things like that. Otherwise, I really don't have the budget to try out so many things and distill the really good ones to share with you. However, as you all know, I'm always sharing with you just my personal experience and my honest opinion. So hope that you are excited for this series. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about high-end or luxury beauty products. Are you into them? Are you kind of cautiously kind of approaching, the door to the luxury beauty market? I know I was for a long time. And if you're excited to see the rest of the series, or do you think it would be a great series or a bad one? Leave me a comment, let me know. But for now, let's jump into the first episode. Now, the first product I have here is something that you guys almost always notice whenever I'm wearing this in a video. And I never say anything, but someone leaves a comment and will almost always ask, what are you wearing? Your skin looks great, gotta know. Most often than not, it is actually this one, which is the UEMURA, the Lightbulb Fluid Foundation, and it says Glow, Coverage, and Comfort. In case you're wondering, I'm wearing the shade in 764 medium light beige right now on my skin as you're seeing this video. I do find that this shade is a little bit too yellow for my current skin situation, so if I were to repurchase this, I will probably get it in a different shade. But for now, when I have the rest of my makeup on, it seems to blend in alright, but it does look quite yellow once I pump it onto the back of my hand. Could be what you're looking for. Shu is known for having a pretty great color selection for their base products. But back to the foundation. This one is something that covers skin irregularity smoothly, quickly. It's quite a medium, slightly buildable coverage, not quite full coverage. But I just like how it makes the skin look better in any lighting situation. Now you're going to say, doesn't all foundation do that? Yes and no. I've encountered a lot of foundations that just look great in daylight and look terrible indoors, or vice versa. But with the Lightbulb, it seems to do a pretty good job enhancing my skin in any lighting situation. So if you are, someone who, I don't know, maybe you're like indoors, outdoors, want to go from day to night, this one really does look beautiful on the skin. There is a Lightbulb sponge that is sold or marketed along with this foundation. Something that looks a little bit like a beauty blender, but not quite. I have it. I've used it like once or twice. I don't love it in the sense that I don't think it is the sponge isn't the wow factor to this foundation. I think the product itself is what does the job. Now, this is marketed as a liquid foundation, although it has a slightly thicker, heavier, no, not heavier, thicker, creamier consistency that feels slightly similar to a cream foundation versus most liquids. Not the most long-lasting, but otherwise really does make your skin look absolutely photogenic. If you're not into the MAC face and body, which I wear a lot as well for photographs, the UEMURA is beautiful. Moving on, second product, I have here the eye tints from Giorgio Armani. Now, I haven't explored too much in the Armani beauty cabinet, but these guys are one of the best, if not the best, cream to powder or kind of cream eyeshadows I have ever used, period. They come in these doe foot applicators, kind of like a lip gloss, and it comes out like this. Little sponge tip on the other end, and they've got, I want to say maybe 7 colors or so. Of course, your basic black, brown, champagne, you know, shades like that. And then they have some greens and I think some navies and pinks, but all quite sophisticated shades of those colors. Nothing that screams super loud or super crazy. I think all the shades are quite wearable. What I adore about these, and I haven't found it in any other product, high-end or low-end, is that once they're on, number one, they're on. And number two, when you're blending it, you'll probably notice that with a lot of cream to powder or cream products that set, you start blending and then you get a lot of color lift off on your fingertips and not enough color sticking onto your eyelids. And then it goes really patchy. This does not go patchy. It layers pretty well. You will never get a completely opaque look, but it works both as a single wash of color. I often wear the brown as a quick one color smoky eye. And you can, of course, layer eyeshadow over top. It works perfectly as well. I just love that this actually doesn't go patchy. It doesn't lift. The color is smooth. The color is beautiful and smooth, easy to blend once you, you know, start working this. And you do have a little bit of work time. It's not like, uh-oh, on your eye. Okay, now what do I do? So I really like these guys. I'm thinking of buying a lighter champagne color that they have here because 2 of the ones I have are quite dark for more smoky shades. Moving on, item number 3, I just realized is actually another product from UEMURA. But this is just excellent. I've been using it almost every single time I apply my makeup, and it is currently my most preferred liner pencil to date, eyeliner. Now, you will know that I love my liquid liners. I've loved them for many years, but my Swisher liquid liner was really initially out of necessity, not really because I was really great at it or, you know, I love the graphic look. I've grown to love it now, so I wear my wing liner almost every single time I do my makeup. But, you know, initially they always tell you use a pencil, it's easy, it's quick, it's foolproof. Yeah, it wasn't for me. Pencil liners are so fickle to find because number 1, I find a lot of them either don't draw smoothly or 2, they don't stay. And with a single eyelid on this eye, what happens if I blink or something like that, there's a lot of transfer, it's just a mess. So I have then, you know, started using liquid liners, but I still use pencils for one very important purpose. You know that I love wearing my false lashes, and anyone who wears falsies will know that you've got this little kind of, you know, little peeps of like your natural skin that shows through between your natural lashes. So your upper lash line in between your lashes is a lighter color. And when you have the liner on, when you put the lashes on, and when you open your eyes, you don't want to see that little couple of patches there. So taking a liner pencil and filling in between your upper lash line is a great way to deal with that. And I do that almost every single time. But I really haven't found a pencil that I absolutely loved and that stayed the whole entire day until I found the shoe. And these are the UEMURA drawing pencils. That was a long intro for this, wasn't it? But I wanted to explain why they're so good first. Drawing pencils. Excellent, excellent, stays on once it sets. You will need to give it a little bit of time to set, but when you're first applying it, super smooth, super creamy, almost like a gel pencil. Works on the lower waterline as well. Just beautiful. I am down to the last bits of this black one. I'll need to repurchase. They are currently available in Sephora since Sephora started carrying shoe, and of course at Haute Renfrew if you live here in Canada. I've got here the brown one, which I don't use quite as much, and a couple of other colors, but the black is such a necessity for every single day. Now, I think it's most appropriate to end the first episode of high-end beauty products that's worth your money with one of my old-time favorite luxury, I put this in little bunny ears, luxury beauty items. MAC lipsticks are still some of my favorites, and MAC as a brand was one of the more high-end lines I first got into when I started exploring makeup more extensively, and I am still in love with their lipsticks. So got a few to show you. I've had many that came in and out of my life throughout the last couple of years, but I've got a few here, a few good ones. I'm currently wearing this one, which is called Way to Love, which is a luster formulation. I also have Ravishing, which is another one I wear quite frequently in the fall season or even in spring. It has a bit of that orangey tone to it, but still kind of a nude, but with a little twist. And this one is my new baby. This is called Heroine, which is a matte formulation from MAC. Number one, they smell great. They smell like vanilla. Like not, you know, super duper sugary sweet, but they smell like a nice vanilla scent. I love that. I especially love their amplified creams or their cream sheen formulations. They tend to be creamier, you know, not too much shimmer. Although I recently picked up one called Nippon, which is a cream sheen pearl, which has a bit of more dimension to it, but is still that creamy, smooth, opaque, high coverage, beautiful color. So lots of options to choose from, lots of colors, finishes to choose from, and in the realm of luxury beauty products, I actually think the MAC lipsticks are comparatively more reasonably priced. I mean, let's face it, Louis Vuitton just released, what, a $90 lipstick? Something like that? So in comparison, these are great, and they're always such a pleasure to use. So my last item would have to be MAC lipsticks. And there we have it. This wraps up the very first episode of, I guess, beauty products which are worth your money. Let me know if you have a snazzier title for this series, but I really hope that you enjoy the content and the concept. I look forward to making more of this series, but they won't come quite as frequently as, say, my other monthly favorites, just because I really want to choose the absolute most excellent, lovable products from the high-end market to share with you. So of course, that'll take some time. These videos will probably pop up only once every, 2 months or 3 months, something like that, alright? But if you are looking for details on any of these items I've just mentioned, they will be in the information bar under this video, along with a link to my blog. That's where you can find the majority of my makeup beauty reviews. There's lots of content on there, which I don't always have time to make videos for. Otherwise, let me know if you have a favorite high-end beauty product that you just adore and that I need to know and check out for myself. Until next time, take great care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Bye!